The other day we were talking during a live painting session in the membership, and someone said that oil pastels were her favorite medium. I must say I don't like it at all, but I haven't been touching it for 35 years. So I've been digging in my studio and I found this box. And let me tell you, it's really vintage. It's a box I have since I was in art school, and it's really ugly what's inside. Look at that. It's really old. Little parts, a mess in colors. But I was piqued. Can I maybe do something with this kind of oil pastels? I will be painting a portrait because this is what I love the most. If I can manage to do a portrait with this vintage box of oil pastels, oops, my bad, then I might change my mind about it. So stay stick to the end and I will tell you what I can achieve with it. Of course, I could buy new supplies, but this year I want to use what I have instead of buying, just for a change. So you see, it's been used, obviously. Well, this doesn't seem to be oil pastel. I don't know what it's doing here. This one, okay, it's written on it, and it's a very, very cheap quality. Dalb is a brand that is mostly office supplies more than fine art supplies. And I place them on a sheet of paper because I want to make sure they are still usable. And I want to paint this portrait just to see if I'm able to paint a portrait with oil pastel. I'm used to gouache and it will be a challenge. And I'm using some random watercolor paper, but this one has a bit of texture. It's dirty. I don't want to clean them because I don't see the point. It's part of the fun. I still have some sharp angles that I can use to draw. And by the way, this is a photo by Sketchy, Museum by Sketchy, which is an app on iOS where you have people sharing their images, waiting for you to draw them. So it's not about resemblance, it's about having fun with the medium. Okay, maybe she's a bit chubby, but why not? And I don't want to draw the hair with the same color because it will be difficult to cover. So let's take brown. When you are so used to medium, it's interesting to change it. Sometimes go away from your medium of choice when you are so comfortable with that you don't progress anymore. Looks like black. Don't like black. Don't want black. I want something like, do I have it? Because I don't have much here. Too green. This dark blue. Just want to make sure I have the correct shapes. And I don't have the correct blue, I think, for the makeup. So I'm going with what I have. The important thing is to be aware of light and dark, and those two are not contrasting enough. This one would be better. Yeah. It's really a small part. I go first with a thick texture with my soft pastel, which is not so soft actually. It's, as I said, a cheap brand. Let's get some white. Yes, I do have some white. That's cool. And my white is dirty. It has a bit of yellow. Okay, fine. Just let's say I'm Bob Ross today and I will embrace happy accident. And one thing I want to fix right now is the eye. The sclera. The sclera is never white. It's a color or something. It's a gray, it's a purple, it's whatever you want, but it's not white. Not ever, ever. So the good thing, or the downside, depends on how you see that, is that you won't be able to achieve details with oil pastel. It's not the point of it. The point is to let it go. Let it go, really. And I will need a brush that I don't use just to remove all those little crumbles here. Light hand. And I will use my palette knife just to scrape off some light in the eye. This way you scrape off the paint, the oil, and you can get back to the white of the paper. Let's go to the nose, because I think the nose will be a hard part as well. Some yellow. And I'm on purpose grabbing a bit of the red to make a mix. And I like to have pink in my noses. This part is not good. So I want to scrape it. And scraping won't remove everything. Of course, you will still have a part that is staining the paper, but that's fine, you can still go on top. So if you want to have something clean, maybe it's better to remove the dirty part. Flesh tone is very convenient. Let's make the mouth. I will go with darker color than the image, because I feel she deserves to have a quite bold upper lip. So light hand. Do you like this video? Yeah, I guess if you're still here, it's that you like it. So please book the like button so more people can learn about the oil pastel portrait that I'm making today. Thanks a lot. Merci. And no, we're not talking about the mess behind me. No, no, no. Go back with a lighter color in some parts. Yeah, just placing the corners. It's interesting, always. And I don't want to cover all the paper. Just want to have something light, really. I would say she doesn't really look like the image, but that's fine. I'm just trying to get my hand on this medium. Still eluding me so far. I'm not really sure what I do. I think to differentiate the jawline, which is kind of messy so far, I will use some blue in the neck. I'm using the side of my little piece here, and it's kind of dirty. That's okay, I just want to differentiate, get a cool tone under it. Yeah, blue. Because there is blue a lot in this painting. Still, the jawline is a bit too strong. This one looks better. Still a big chin, but why not? So this is where you push hard and you get those crumbles, which are so annoying. Maybe the thing I hate with oil pastels. Let's place some yellow, because she's boring, really. Okay, so it's exactly like some colors. You should not lift the color next to it. Just like fresh gouache, actually. I think the whole point is being loose with oil pastels, so should focus on the colors rather than the shapes exactly and the details. And some parts I want to fill it, and I want this side to be cool, so I will add this. It seems to be Prussian blue, I would say, because obviously I cannot read the color on the paper. So sometimes I'm very hard when pressing, and this is where you get this even coverage, which is interesting. Okay, and here it needs to be light, so it's scrape. Well, it's beginning to look like something, and I want to try something else. I'm an oil painter also, so I have some products. This is a thinner. It's the one from Sennelier, but never mind, you can use white spirit or whatever. I will pour a bit in the cap, and I will use a brush that I don't mind about. And I need extra tissue next to me, and I can blend colors. So you could either take this and make a gradient, so it's not purely white. This is really lifting the pigments. It's very interesting. And I think the contrast will be interesting between the rough textures and the smooth textures. But when you change your color, make sure to clean your brush between. Let's see here, because I'm not really fond of this color, so I think I will blur it a bit. It's a bit too patchy for me, not a strong color. I don't know, but when I hear oil pastel, I always think expressionism. So that's what I'm aiming for today. And I don't want to blend everything. Let's make the hair, maybe it will help. Alright, so now I remember why I removed all the paper. It's because the paper is slipping, you see? So when you're working with it, it's not really convenient. This will get a lot of crumbles. I'm scraping hard, really. This should be a bit darker anyway. And maybe some thinner in some parts. Just to have some plain colors. Because your eye needs some parts to rest. You don't want everything with texture, so much texture, because it's a bit too much. How do you like the scraping noise? I like it. And maybe some yellow here as well. Just to balance the other side. There is no green in this portrait. Do I have a light, nice green? Yes, I do. This is what I wanted. But I think I will soften it a bit. Make sure your brush is clean because you don't want some brown. Okay, she has nothing to do with the original photo, but that's okay. It's just a inspiration. And my hands were really dirty, so I have a lot of stains in the background. Okay, fine. I said it multiple times, but I am a messy artist. So this is why this is really messy. Well, with this technique, you'd better be prepared to get your hands and your table completely messy, but that's part of the fun, I heard. So let's place this back in here. And I hope I won't wait another 40 years before using them. I'm Googling this mess. I think I will have to use a bit of the thinner to clean because it's really, really dirty. A bit on my hands as well, because my hands are really dirty. And what about my nails? Piggy artist, just call me piggy artist. Alright, and go clean it because it might be green for oil, but it's certainly not green for skin. So the question remains, do I like oil pastels or not? So first I have to say, my oil pastels are really old and I'm not sure they are still what they're supposed to be. I should maybe buy more, but I said in 2023, don't buy new mediums. So, you know, actually I like the finished portrait I did with the oil pastels. Even if they are not in good condition, I still managed to do something that I kind of like. So I think what I will do is make a video where I compare gouache and oil pastel. Because why not? Let me know. Do you want me to do this video? Are you interested in it or not? Because I am interested in it.